Hello everybody and welcome, my name is Ursa Ryan and this is going to be what should be an absolutely, searching for the word there, significant game. Significant because long-time channel viewers will know that Persia is the last Civ I have to play to complete my Hall of Fame. It's mad, I've got over 2,000 hours in the game and I've never really got round to playing Persia because, quite frankly, it just never really grabbed me. Before we get into that though, you can find this exact save file on the Discord as well as all the mods I use, so come over, follow the link, join the crew, we're all a really lovely bunch and we all talk about Civ far too much, so if you ever got any questions about the game or you want to play any games then it's a good place to come. But to all of you retro viewers, this is what we're playing: Continents and Islands, 6 Civs, 9 city-states, and today I have tweaked it slightly, so this is 0 modes on, it's a deity standard speed with none of the game modes, this is raw, solid Civ, oh yeah. But I have picked the opponents of this game, because I wanted to have some like a sort of, again, this was a really good idea by one of the fantastic Patreon crew, but it's the idea being that we're going to have a fight between some of the really old empires of the game. So we've got Macedon, we've got Rome, we've got Egypt, of course we had to have Scythia, and I've also thrown India in there as well, just because, you know, why not India? I think it's Gandhi we've got in the game, so those are the ones you want. But as I say, if you want to play this game, just hop along to Discord, you'll find it, it'll all be fantastic. Now, looking at this start, something strikes me, and it's a chilly start. We've got lots and lots of tundra, which is Persia, is useless. 4 yield tiles, you can see we've got a little bit of culture in the amber. There's a lovely hill, grassland hills tile over there. We've also got a sheep grassland hills, which is just everything you could ever want. I mean, goodness me. So getting over to this is going to be important. I don't want to be anywhere near this tundra, really. As a capital, it's useless for me to work, and it's likely to just blow over with, you know, blizzards. So I'm going to move over here and see what I find. Looks like this mountain range actually extends a little bit further. So is that, do you reckon this is a mountain tile? If it is, that's 2 separate campus spots for me there actually. So that could be intriguing. So maybe this actually is not a little bad space to, you know, settle. I was thinking about moving over in this direction, but no, for now I think this is going to be fine. Let's just throw it forward a turn and see what we can find. Let's just move this guy. Okay, that is mountain. So if I want to put a campus here and a campus here, and I settle on that tile, I won't be able to do that because both of these tiles will be locked in. But what I could do is settle here, eventually replace the sheep, put a campus in, put another campus in there, government plaza, 1, 2, 3, that's 2 plus 5 campus possibilities. I like that. I like that a lot. So that's what we're going to do. And of course, I'm building a scout because I aim to please the entirety of everybody, and don't I know how much you guys love it when I don't build scouts. It's so much fun. What are we going to do in this game? I think we are going to play Persia the way that Persia should be played. A little bit of war, but only surprise wars. This is what they're really good at. +2 movement for 10 turns when declaring a surprise war. Remember, that's only on a major civilization, it's not on city-states, and it doesn't have to be the person you're fighting. So you can just declare war on someone that you barely have any diplomatic relations with and get away with it that way. You get loyalty for occupying cities, you don't get grievances for surprise wars, only for formal wars. You get extra yields for trading between your own cities, plus an extra trade route on top of that, and roads within your cities are really good. So lots of routes between my own cities here. Immortals, which quite frankly are swordsmen with a range attack, which is really weak. I've always found these guys just a bit awkward, and you know, we'll get to that in a bit. But then also this is, oh my goodness, it's the Paradiser. I'm going to call it the Paradiser. I'm sorry if I got that wrong. Culture and gold, extra appeal, and extra culture for the holy sites, theatre squares, all this sort of stuff. Now, I mean, this is really, really cool. It's an amazing sort of ability. You can get some really, really cool gold and culture. So we're going to be focusing, I think, on trying to get a culture victory. That's what we're going to go for. But I am going to go to war with people. And we're going to be attempting to resurrect the patented Ursa Ryan culture puppet strategy, where we take over somebody's lands but leave like one city that has no culture in it, and then just sort of become dominant of them that way. In order to get a culture victory, That's right, we need to be focusing on writing. I could go for religion, but this game, because I've got such an amazing mountain start, I'm going to go for a science start on this one. Hopefully my scout will meet somebody. We'll see if we can rush a little bit of science, see if we can get a bit of a tech lead on somebody, and then as we're building the next two things, which is going to be commercial hubs and then through into theatre squares, we're going to hope that, well, we can take over some people and, yeah, just make a little bit of space for ourselves. What's in the goodie hut? Remember, we haven't got any of the game modes on, so this is just raw. Masonry. I mean, that's possibly the worst one I could have got. I would have taken a scout, I would have taken population, I would have taken literally anything else. What's in the goodie hut? There's the population. Oh, a bit late, but actually that does mean we can get the scout out, which means we can now get the settler out. I'm working this marsh tile. I've got a little bit of production from the amber. So actually, it's not the worst start in the world, this. And Rapa Nui, I think I met them first, which means that I have an extra culture in my capital, which is just wonderful. Now, these guys actually build, where is it, the unique bonus, the Moi, which give you culture, and that culture becomes tourism. So that's actually a city-state we will want to keep, if at all possible. There's another opportunity for a lovely campus over there, though, so maybe we're being funneled into a science victory here, but I just feel like we've done a lot of science victories on the bigger maps that we play. There's a CAD. A CAD. Oh, fantastic. Melee and anti-cavalry units do full damage to walls. That is a Persia special. We like that a lot. Always go God King, always go Discipline. Scout promotions are like, they're fun, but they're not like game-breaking. Whereas not having your scouts die to barbarians, now that certainly is. Lots of rainforest up here, actually. Huge potential for some rainforest chopped 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th cities. Like, this is really, really cool. Although I'm expecting to be relatively squeezed on this landmass. This is a continent and islands map, as said before, which means that sometimes you can be a little bit squished on the continent with whoever you're starting with. So hopefully we've got a little bit of space here. I mean, that's a lot of settling space. We've done all right, and I don't know what's across this mountain, to be fair. Like, at some point the sea will kick in, but for now this is going fine. There's a city-state, so that will give me the political philosophy boost. Craftsmanship, let's just quickly go to foreign trade. Writing, I'm just going to do that switch quickly and go to animal husbandry. I want to see if I can avoid wasting science and culture, because if I can get those Eurekas, that'll be great. Where's the barb camp? Oh, it's right below me. Good, good, good. Right, I'll send the scout off to go and explore. There is Zanzibar. Zanzibar, as you guys know, is one of my favourites. Cinnamon and cloves giving 6 amenities, 2 of each, gives 2 amenities to 6 cities. That's a huge deal. That's a really, really good one. That's like 10% yield boost in like most of your cities. So that's pretty damn good. We'll take that one. So there's the settler, and I've got a lot of space here, and I'm worried in the sense that I haven't found any of the AI yet. If I just tell them settle lands, there's no real indication of where they could be. So I don't really have a good understanding of where I'm going to be able to sort of settle to cut them off a little bit. There is a lot of floodplain over here. I was thinking of going to settle on this sort of area between Akkad and Zanzibar, because then I can get access to these campuses. In fact, actually, there's another campus spot there, which is just insane. So we've got lots of opportunities for campuses. I'm thinking if we want to make the best of this, I could put a city on that tile, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, like over here. Yeah, that one would do. It's a little bit far away from a river, that is the only thing. Just trying to work out what would be the best in terms of reaching over to these campus locations. I'd have to give up on some housing in order to do that particular settle, unless I shifted everything up a little bit, which I could do, but then I couldn't get to this one. I tell you what I'm trying to do, is I'm trying to make use of all 3 of these +3 campus spaces. That's going to be a really decent science start for me. Which is why I kind of want this city to be able to reach and grab this space, and maybe actually give a decent industrial zone location too. It's unwieldy, but it might just work, so we'll run with that one for a second actually, whilst I just double down and we'll get another settler going. There's someone. That looks like it's Rome to me. Bologna. Oh, fantastic. That's a great person to meet there. Lots and lots of scientist points if we can pick them up. Writing is boosted. Okay, we'll pick that up in a second. Are Rome doing anything like scientists or prophets? No, they're not. As I say, I'm not going for religion this game because I've kind of, yeah, I want to utilize the science start here if possible. But equally, if I'm going to be going to war and taking over people's cities, I can get away with actually just stealing someone's religion. Like, sometimes that's actually a really, really good strategy. Just I'll let them build the religion, I'll find one that works for me and then just steal it. Normally can be quite effective, that. Venice up here. We've got a lot of city-states on our area of the map, actually. Well, this is good. If I settle over in this sort of space anyway, I'm kind of blocking Rome from sort of coming near me, which is pretty decent. That's someone else. Oh, who's that? Is that Scythia? No, Egypt. It's Egypt. Okay. Fine. Well, they're actually settling down in this direction as well. So this actually cuts. I can actually keep this whole space separated and protected, and that'll lock this entire area of the map off for me. So that actually is a really good settle, assuming I can keep the city, which may be tricky if they decide to attack me. So I do have to kind of watch that one a little bit. What's the best play to start with on this one? Do we go for the slinger start? That might be a good option for me. Craftsman is something I need to do, unfortunately. So I'm just going to pick that up quickly. I have to get a Gogi now. I'll get early empire quickly going. That's fine. I don't think there's any point doing anything other. Right, I'll get Slinger for now. Slingers are good. I just need a little bit of defense. And Egypt have left a settler unoccupied and unprotected, and they don't have any city-state threats. And don't forget, by declaring a surprise war, I can move really quickly. So I'm going to do it. This is what Persia is all about. Yonk. And we'll go settle over in this direction somewhere. Actually, no, I'll pull back in this sort of way, and then we can hopefully protect our lands a little bit. Oh, no, suddenly they are friends of Akkad. I don't know how they did that so quickly, but that is a little unfortunate. But luckily for me, I've now got 4 movement, so I can move really quickly to get away from people. Oh, wow, yes. They have a lot of things. Oh, hello, there's a bunch of barbs that are attacking my capital now. Oh, goody for me. Isn't it great to be alive? Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort of sneak around and see if I can escape this way. There's no point settling there at all, because I'm just going to lose the city immediately. I'll move onto this hill so that they can't attack me. Yeah, this is, I mean, I'm going to regret this war almost immediately. I can just tell this now. But actually, I could do some pillaging in Egypt and get myself some faith. That'll get me a pantheon really quickly. Oh, they just built, look at that, they built walls just immediately after I came into the land. That's cheeky. Oh, never mind, 36 faith, that'll get me a pantheon, and then I can just sod off. Here's the pantheon, the settler's gone. That doesn't, surprise me, because Egypt often gets the first one because of their improvements. No scientists have been built yet, which is, pretty intriguing. I could get a builder. Builders would be pretty good. God of the Forge would help me getting a little bit of an army going, which I feel like I'm going to need pretty quickly, actually. Yeah, you know what? I very rarely do this one, so let's go God of the Forge. That will probably help me just to pick up a little bit of military might, which I'm going to need. Look, I'm trying to settle, but I've gone to a stupid war with Egypt. Can you not see that this is a problem for me here? I've got barbs attacking my capital, which luckily they can't kill, so never panic about that. They're never going to raise your capital, even though they may threaten to do so. Okay, we need to think about where we're going to actually settle here to make this a little bit less awful. Awful is a good word. I've got those elephants up here, so I'm tempted to go and settle near Akkad, actually. Yeah, I feel like this is a good idea for me. Oh, they think they're chasing down my other unit, do they? I'm off to get them. Perfect. Right, now this settler is I think this will be a decent one. Got the elephant being worked. That's great. Let's get that slinger going. I just need a little bit of a defensive army. Just a small one. And I feel like I'll be able to actually protect myself just a touch. I'm actually going to see if I can get a heavy chariot to boost Zanzibar. So first of all, the first governor is going to be Armani. It's a weird one, that one, I appreciate. But if I can get Zanzibar on side, that'll help me just to maintain that front. Egypt, can we make peace now? Yeah, there we go. They'll forgive us. We can just forget about all that, I think. Let's just forget about all of that, and then we'll move on. Open borders? Yeah, thank you. Rome's even offering me a bit of a luxury just to help my cities get going a little bit. That's good. Oh, what an exciting start. We picked up an extra settler from Egypt there. I feel like that worked out well for me. Agoge, urban planning, we finally switched over. Good, we can get just a few units out now, just to help me pretend that I have my kingdom under control. One more city down here. Okay, this is good. This is good. We've got some amazing little campus locations going now. Got this one finally being worked in my capital. Somebody's now getting 3 scientist points per turn, which is a little unfortunate. I kind of hoped I'd be in there at the beginning, but you know what? It's fine. It's fine. We do have a Dark Age, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. It means we can get heroic exploits later on, which is fine. I think all of my cities are far enough away now to not be affected by this. Let's go for 3 inquiry. That's always pretty good. State workforce will get boosted hopefully soon by itself. Mysticism will just give me another envoy that I could use to forcibly give myself Zanzibar. There we go. There's Zanzibar. Bam. Okay, we've got a little bit more visibility, but I think the most important thing is getting the immunities into these cities. That'll help, especially when combined with my immunity. Oh my god, these barbs are just brutal. They're sat here just killing everything. They can't kill my cities. They're just sort of menacing. Just sitting there going like, yeah, go on then, go on then. I don't know why I just moved that unit out. That's really annoying. That means I've got to come and move a warrior in to come and clean that mess up next turn. Oh well, we can get that attack in and then move out to go and pick it up again. So it's not the worst thing in the world, but still, it is annoying. Let's get this campus finished before I lose my mind. Okay, 1 scientist's already been taken. This is the one I kind of wanted. The libraries provide +1 science, but, you know, that's okay. Rome and Egypt are going to be in a good little scrap here, which is quite amusing. Egypt just took Bologna, which actually is going to make a good difference for me later in the game, because I'll be able to liberate it, and then it'll be my friend. So that's not the worst thing in the world. I've also now got a trader down here. I mean, I could trade with Egypt if I wanted to, but I'd rather get the gold and the culture from internal routes at the moment. So we'll do that one, get currency boosted, which is nice. That means I can build commercial hubs, which are another good component of this playthrough. Okay, let's pick up a monument for now. I just need a little bit more of everything. In fact, actually, is that a best idea, or do I get a builder? You know what, let's get another builder in. Where the hell were the barbs even coming from? I'm actually incredibly confused by this. They just seem to have vanished into the night. That's really strange. Like, look, nowhere. Anyway, there's my unique improvement. Just a little bit more gold and a little bit more culture in this city over here. Tushpa is actually not a bad city. And the campus, first campus is done, which means state workforce is now done. Okay, urban planning is great, but I'm going to get Ilkham in first. Discipline is still really good because it's stopping me from actually dying to barbarians. So that's lovely. Isn't that great? Ugh, right, wonderful. I'm just going to pick up a second builder here. I'm just building the production up. I'm getting lots of builders, and I want to get all of these tiles worked and improved if I can. No way I'm going to get any of these initial great scientists, but that's just a classical deity issue, isn't it? I'm not going to threat about that one too much. Pingala, get into the capital. Come on, sort it out. Sort everything out for me. Ah, there's the barb camp. There it is. It's down here. What I might do is just have one of these unique improvements in every city. Just for now. Just to make sure that I've got some extra culture coming in. That's not a bad shout, actually. And then we'll kind of make it up from there. So I've now unlocked horses and iron. Iron is here. I've got a little bit in that sort of area in that place. But I think that's probably the only resources that I found. Oh no, there's 2 horses there and some iron in the middle territory. So if I can get over into that direction, that's not bad. There's some iron down in the frozen south there as well. So, okay. Barb camp defeated. For you, goodness me, that was just an assault from the south. But we did have enough troops to take it on eventually. I say eventually through gritted teeth. Second campus finished in this city now. Get another builder in. Builders are good. Builders are fantastic. So we're going to start to be able to do this thing now where we can buy the diplomatic favour off Rome and then sell it to Egypt for 15 gold per turn. That's going to help. It's going to help. They don't have any gold really to trade with at the beginning, but I think that should help me just to sort of get a little bit on them. And here is researcher just to help me keep up on science. Pingala is going to be doing a fantastic job at that. I'm up to 27 science. I've actually overtaken Rome already, which is a delightful thing. Egypt is picking up a little bit of culture via a single theatre square. I probably should look to get that one sorted if I can. Clear this marsh quickly. There we go. My capital's doing well. And some more selling it over. Oh, Egypt doesn't actually have enough stuff to give me. Intriguing. Well, in that case, how much have I got to give? Not much. I'll keep the rest then. Thank you. What's going to be more useful in the long run? Classical Republic, I think. Getting the extra immunity into the cities with a district. Beautiful stuff. Builders, wonderful. That's great. Urban planning will help with that one. Let's get myself scientist. There's no point. I'm not going to do that one. Settlers, that's good. And first equals 2. Perfect. What are we doing on science? We're in last. Only 1 tech behind Rome and 2 behind Egypt. It's not bad. I've had a lot worse. I've had a lot worse in games, being frank. Actually, Egypt and Rome are having a bit of a scrap at the moment. That's quite entertaining. Oh. If only I wasn't, I was a huge trade partner with Egypt right now, otherwise I'd go over and see if I could steal Bologna in the carnage. But at the moment, I'm building some nice stuff. I've got a lot of infrastructure being popped down. This is the quiet sort of like classical era stage of the game when nothing really looks spectacular, but you're doing good work. I'm just going to take the opportunity to buy a library in. I'm just keeping the science as high as I can get for the moment. I think it's a good use of money. It's just that sort of passive thing that you always want to be dealing with, just to keep yourself relevant, keep yourself going. Recorded history, that's going to be worth a lot of science for me as soon as this city gets going. My capital, I'd quite like to get that one to finish now. The settlers, there we go. And I'm just going to move Magnus over to my second city over here. That will just lose me a little bit of science for a sec, but I want to put Magnus in my capital and then I can chuck settlers out and not worry about it. I'm trying to get a lot better at putting districts down in really logical ways by putting pins down. Always forget to do it. Always forget to do it, but that's okay. It's all a learning process really. That campus is done. Great, actually, that's fantastic. Oh, annoyingly so, Rome now values diplomatic favour, which is a little bit of a shame, but it means that actually I can take some gold from Rome, which would be quite useful. Let's just do that, and now I can just buy myself let me just reset this one. Library, good. Okay, so we should have 6 points coming in per turn. I mean, Rome's got 11 scientist points coming in at the moment now, which is shocking. Ugh, that's not a pleasant realization for anyone. Not at all. Never mind. Let's start sticking some in commercial hubs down. I'd quite like some more trade routes. Egypt have spread, actually. They've really, really spread. Looks like they've got more space than I think anybody really realized. Provision. Perfect. Okay, now my capital can get going at making some settlers, which I should be ready to do, actually. Oh, Unsar Hollow. Oh, I love it when that happens. I hate it when you get luxuries where the preserved districts need to go. Okay, watermill is done. I think that means that I can now put down lumber mills. Okay, we're getting a lot of, there we go, golden age. A lot of eurekas in a row. That was a good shout for me. I just need to focus on getting the infrastructure quickly. Granary, then monument, and then we'll start getting some settlers out. Just going to get a CAD on side. Quite a decent army. Also means I can see stuff coming. I mean, yeah, there's no way I could settle in this area, so Egypt are going to pick that one up and there's very little I can do about it, but for now, I think it's okay. I'm just thinking castles, actually, would be brilliant. If I could get some courses into play, I might be able to go and attack Egypt, although really, Immortals are going to be the best thing for me. I just wish Immortals didn't take iron. Oh, I hate that. It's just, it feels so unnecessary, you know? It feels so unnecessary. Never mind. Woohoo! Oh yes, heroic age. I love it. Okay, right, Egypt's in a dark age. We might be able to steal a city or two from them if we are lucky, but 3 inquiry turns my commercial hubs into science, which is great. Extra culture from all of my districts. And monumentality would be good just to move my builders around if nothing else. I don't think there are any religions left. Oh, there is a religion left. So I could get a religion, actually. Feed the world and choral music have gone, but not work ethic, so do I want to do that? Or do I want to go monumental? I mean, I don't really have much faith. You know what? Sod it. We're going to see if we can go for a religion. That's nuts. It's absolutely nuts that I could even consider doing that, but I'm going to. I want to be able to build things in the city centre, and I'd love it if we could condemn Catholicism. Don't know why, but I'm just going to go for it. No, it never works. City centre though, that's pretty cool. Okay, great. Bologna is losing loyalty. Memphis is close. So if I just keep on building the population of these cities around the edges, I can probably put some undue influence on Egypt's cities, which is a great idea for me. Immortals is something I really want to get hold of. I really want to get hold of Immortals. So I'm getting some settlers now. I'm going to get this iron in play. Actually, this would probably be a good chance to see if anybody's got some spare iron, because if nobody's got spare iron, unfortunately, but that just means there's no iron on this continent, which is a good sign, actually. But if we can make a good old war effort, a good attempt at war, I think that should be great. Build an aqueduct is something I definitely should be doing. Right, hang on. Aqueduct, you can do that. I'm having to interrupt my build order all over the shop at the moment. Oh, Zanzibar's been taken. That's not nice. Hildegard of Bingen. Okay, this is just telling me that I need to build a holy site. Get the faith turning into science, and actually that means I probably should get a work ethic site as well. Hang on, we'll have a look at that in a second. Okay, Hildegard, we'll keep you for a sec. That's fine. Chosen campus will give me housing. Okay, he's a pretty decent one as well. Alright, we've got options. There are options here. Now Egypt's killing Zanzibar. There is... Okay, we could go for a military emergency if I had enough favour, but I'm not going to be able to push that one through. I feel like it's almost a bit too early for that as well. Unless someone has spectacularly found some iron for me, which they haven't. Okay, there is the emergency though. How much gold have I got with them? I've got 15 gold per turn coming in, but that's only for 4 turns. So, I think, yes, I will vote on this one. We'll see if we can join in. I'll make good friends with Rome doing it, which hopefully will be the big thing. And then we'll see if we can stop Zanzibar from being killed, actually. That's not a bad shout. Just going to pull back a little bit and make sure that I've got a decent defense, which is going to come in the way of an archer. But I think we should be pretty good at defending here. Let's just go get crossbows quickly. Oh, okay, their city centres do a lot of damage. There's no way my scout will survive, so I'll just take 74 science from that campus, and then we'll take that one as a bad job. There's a new city, Sparta. Let's get the iron involved quickly. That is great. Come on, Rome. This is, you've got to just get over yourself, and we've got to be friends here. We've got a lot at stake. Egypt has got a huge army, and she's killing city-states left, right, and centre. We can't stand for that. Have I got any more lucky with niter? Because I really don't have much iron. 7 results. Some down there. Okay, yes, I do have lots of niter. Oh, there's tons here as well. Spectacular. Alright, it looks like muskets are going to be what I need. So let's go to feudalism and then build an armory. So I need an encampment to finish that one off. Did you notice that this industrial zone is now like, that doesn't work anymore? And, alright, well, I mean, I try, we try to put really cool things down, and the computer never lets us have our fun. Luckily for me, though, the computer is just ignoring me, and I'm just killing like a unit every turn, which is just wonderful. So, yeah, let's take that. Let's get some niter in. We'll save up for that, and we'll start to think about sending a musket rush over to Bologna. I love that idea. Literally exactly like I could have hoped. That is, the entirety of the Egyptian army is now pretty much dead. That's wonderful. Okay, well, brilliant. We'll just hold fire in my city for a second then, and I just need to make sure I've got lots of gold coming in, which I can do with Rome, because Rome are great, and Rome look after me. Yay, I do get a religion. Okay, I don't have a holy site, but, I do get a religion, so that's great. Warrior monks for Egypt. Oh, I was kind of tempted to go warrior monks. They've literally been just following me around all game and going, how can I really annoy Ryan? Let's just get this one. That's only 2 science in that holy site, but I think that's a pretty decent pickup. Just seeing how many men-at-arms Akkad has. 765 gold to get all of that. You know what? I sense a plan coming along here. Cleopatra can't steal that one from me just yet, so I'm just going to hold fire on this one quickly and just, why don't we just get a siege tower in my city? I think that's going to work well. Okay, feudalism means that now I can pick up a couple of new things. Settlers I don't need any more for, that's okay. Campus natural philosophy, I don't know why we didn't have that one already. Serfdom in. and a feudal contract. That'll do nicely for me. 2 influence points per turn will be great. Brilliant, 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 brilliant. That's awesome. We settled too close. Okay, I will take diplomatic favour from that because I'm not coming anywhere near you. No, Egypt, no. The fun's just about to start. Oh, they literally have just improved all their fortification health. Oh, you. Ugh, that's so annoying. Alright, fine, maybe I will. Bologna is what I want though. It's 41 strength. It's very possible that I might be able to do this. Okay, just while I'm picking up a shrine, here's my religion. It's late, but it's gorgeous. I feel like I've made my feelings on that very known. Work ethic would be an intriguing one. Jesuit education would let me build universities, which would be pretty decent. Although immunity in cities with 2 specialist districts, this is the best one. If you're not entirely sure what else to do, international trade routes provide 2 goals now. We're going internal trade routes. Work ethic's fun, but I can't bother to build it everywhere, so Zen meditation it is. I think that's going to be the best thing for me. I can try and crusade my religion. Now that would be something that would be relatively hilarious, but I haven't got a real ability to do that at the moment, so I'm going to go for Teve, give myself a little bit more gold. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Matthew Wilkinson, Salty Tech, The Broccoli, Midnight Oil and Trufford Askby for all of your support on Patreon. Thank you everybody for all of your support generally, it is brilliant. See you in my next video.